Hello, it's day 6, which is Christmas Cozy, and I had a photo that was before December that I knew I would save for this entry because the night itself felt very cozy. So I was at a Christmas crafting evening where we made lots of tree garland with this dye, and so I took a photo of one that was sat on the desk because she'd also done some creating with live holly and things, and it felt very cozy of an evening. And so I wanted to put that on this page. And then I prepared this one, and because I also knew that I would want to keep this space here for journaling about our first evening with the Christmas tree up, which would be the 5th. And so I will fill this in. Now, I'm a little cheeky in that in order to get you the videos, I work a day or two ahead, but I number things as if I were telling it accurately. So that's one thing I can't write in advance. I can't see into the future and write my thoughts on the first evening with the Christmas tree. So keep in mind that this card I did when I was prepping my album, and that I knew I was going to write here. I'm going to write those thoughts with a white pen, and I'm not going to do anything else to that card. White pen, that's my whole plan. Okay, and over here a little homage to Christmas coziness and this craft night. Some words apparently you just say often in scrapbooking, so much so that they just go together. What I'd like to do is have a little border to this, and maybe it's finally time to bring in my festive red Christmas tree washi tape. Let's see, because there's not a lot of red there. It's more autumnal because the table happened to be orange. And I think then I can use some letter stickers to write, I think the name of the event, it's called the Frost Fair, and I think that's going to be too long in my letter stickers. So maybe I will write that on a label and put it on there. So I just need to figure out what I could use. I think my big labels are going to be too big. No, actually there's quite a bit of empty space here. So I will use one of these, and I'll just pick, I think I'll go with that green one. I was originally thinking that I would put the label down here, but it is too big down in that space. So I'm going to move it up and put it on the opposite corner. And I think I will go ahead and run some tape underneath there as well, because it's going to get covered up anyway. I hadn't added the tape to the top because I thought it might be too heavy. But with it just peeking out there at that edge, it's not so heavy at all. And I think that needs some stars. So I'll go with the white ones because there's quite a lot of darker color on that card already. I don't want to use the wood grain and make it too dark. I think that was too far. Put it up here. Alright. So that one into the pocket here. And I'll use this one for journaling and these two for embellishment. Journaling, and this is that wood grain textured cardstock, but it's not so deep a texture that it's hard to write on. So I was able to just write on that with my normal pen, which is one of the reasons I really like that cardstock, because kind of best of both worlds. You get the lovely texture, but without destroying your ability to craft on top of it. I want that tape to repeat down here, and I wanted a little bit of embellishment just here in this top corner. So I have my vellum punched into a circle, and I have this word sticker, which I thought would be a good match to the topic. Oh, in fact, it's such a good match that I'd already chosen it once over here. Oh, stop. Let's rethink that. Okay, maybe I'll use this one that says Silent Night. That's also calm and peaceful. There we go. It wasn't really a silent night, it had a DJ even, but it felt very cozy indeed. And I think this needs something here. Maybe I bring in another of the white stars. Let's have a look. Is that going to be too much? It is going to obscure the star that's there. So let me see if I could use a different shape. As it was the Frost Fair, maybe I do a snowflake, and I have some white cardstock that I could punch that from. I'll just place it quite close to this edge so that the wording and the star are both still visible. And then I think the wood grain star on top of that might actually be nice as well. Is it too many stars close together? Yeah, it is. Okay. In which case, I think I might break away from my kit. What I really want here is a little heart-shaped enamel dot, which I have plenty of in my stash, so I'm going to grab one of those. Actually, when I went to grab the heart-shaped enamel dots, I realized I had just an odd one of this large enamel dot, which is a good color match to that pink. So I thought I'd pull that out, and I also saw I had these green rhinestones. So I'm going to add 3 little green rhinestones because everything else in this spread has green and this one didn't, so it just seemed like a nice way to tie in the color. And I also like it when you find something in your stash where you have just the last little bits, and so now I just have one pink enamel dot on there and I just have a few left on this sheet, so I'll go ahead and keep those up because it's nice to finish them up. And then some embellishment here. For the embellishment cards, I'm using the 2 little gingerbread characters, and I've put them on pop dots in the center, and then I'm going to use little vellum labels and those transparent stickers with the words. So just going to pick one for each label. Oops. I have a feeling on camera that's going to look like you can't read it because it's gold on gold. I can read it in real life as long as I can tilt the page a little bit. So I'm sorry if that doesn't turn up very well on the camera. And then obviously I want to adhere that. Where did my other? Here's my snowflakes. So I wanted Christmas cards and snowflakes. And then how to adhere it so that it won't show. Well, maybe I bring in those rhinestones here. And I could add a little green rhinestone next to the star. At the end of the word, maybe? Yeah. And that should give me just enough to put a tiny bit of adhesive there. And my thought was that it would then look like the little gingerbread man was holding a sign, so like it's in their arms. I got a little bit too much adhesive on this one. I need to go back if it's too visible. And then into the pocket they go. And then the facing page is going to have my journaling about the first night with the Christmas tree, and I think in the top one I'll put a photo of the Christmas tree. Really quick and simple thing to add once that day is here. So that's my entry for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.